All right, folks, buckle up because we're diving headfirst into the glittery, hairspray-soaked saga of Twisted Sister's We're Not Gonna Take It. You know this song. Hell, even if you're too cool for 80s metal, you've belted it out in the shower or used it as your personal war cry against that one boss who micromanages your coffee breaks. It's the ultimate middle finger to authority, wrapped in a riff that hits harder than a stage dive gone wrong. But what if I told you this anthem started as a half-baked idea scribbled in frustration, only to explode into a cultural Molotov cocktail? Stick around because we're about to unpack the chaos, the laughs, and the legacy that'll have you questioning why you ever took it in the first place. Oh, and spoiler, no animals were harmed in the making of this story, but a few egos might get bruised. Let's rewind to the spark, the moment this beast was conceived. Picture this. It's 1979, and Dee Snider, the larger-than-life frontman of Twisted Sister, is pacing around like a caged tiger in makeup. The band's been grinding in the New York club scene for years, dealing with hecklers, low pay, and probably more bad hair days than you can imagine. Snider's fed up with the powers that be, parents, teachers, bosses, you name it. He's channeling that raw teenage angst, but with a twist of adult rebellion. Inspiration strikes from the unlikeliest places, the glam rock stomp of Slade and, get this, the Christmas carol, "O Come All Ye Faithful." Yeah, you heard that right. That soaring melody? It's basically Joy to the World gone rogue. Snider nails the chorus hook right away. We're not gonna take it. No, we ain't gonna take it. But the verses? They elude him like a bad date ghosting after one text. Fast forward to 1983, and Snider's still tinkering. He's listening to Def Leppard's Pyromania, produced by the wizard Mutt Lange, and has an epiphany. Why not flip the chorus melody upside down for the verses? Boom! Song complete. It's deliberately vague, folks. No naming names like, "Hey Dad, you're a jerk." Instead, it's a blank canvas for anyone feeling oppressed. Teachers lounge tyrants? Check. Corporate overlords? Double check. Even your nosy neighbor judging your lawn? Absolutely. Snider wanted an anthem where you could plug in your own villain, making it timeless. And here's a pun for you. If Twisted Sister had leaned harder into that Christmas vibe, we'd have "We're Not Gonna Take It," unless it's cookies from Santa. What if they released a Yuletide version back then? Imagine mall Santas moshing to "Ho Ho Ho, we're not gonna take it." Absurd. Sure, but in the 80s anything went, except good taste. Now, onto the album and release Shenanigans, where things get as wild as a backstage party with too much Aquanet. Twisted Sister heads into the studio in early 1984 for Stay Hungry, their third album on Atlantic Records. Producer Tom Werman's at the helm, the guy behind hits for Mötley Crüe and Ted Nugent. He's polishing this raw energy into something radio-ready but without stripping the edge. The band records between February and March, and We're Not Gonna Take It becomes track 3, prime real estate for a banger. Released as a single on April 27, 1984, with You Can't Stop Rock and Roll as the B-side, it climbs to number 21 on the Billboard Hot 100. Not bad for a bunch of dudes in drag makeup, right? But the real magic. The music video. Directed by Marty Callner, it's a cartoonish fever dream starring Mark Metcalf as the abusive dad. Yep, the same guy who played the drill sergeant Niedermeyer in Animal House. His kid blasts the song and chaos ensues. Explosions flying through walls, all Looney Tunes style. Metcalf's yelling lines like, "What do you want to do with your life?" And Snider bursts in with, "I wanna rock." It's pure 80s excess, and MTV eats it up, playing it non-stop. Suddenly, Twisted Sister's not just club kings, they're household names. Shenanigans ensue, the band tours arenas, fans go wild and sales skyrocket. Stay Hungry goes triple platinum. But imagine if the video went wrong. What if Metcalf tripped and face-planted into a drum kit? We'd have We're Not Gonna Fake It, the blooper reel. Satirical swipe. In a world of polished pop stars, Twisted Sister proved you could look like escaped circus clowns and still conquer the charts. Take that, Michael Jackson's glove. Alright, time to crank up the drama for the rise to mythic status. Controversies and culture clashes that turned this song into a lightning rod. Enter 1985. The Parents Music Resource Centre, or PMRC, led by Tipper Gore, Al's wife, for you history buffs. They slap "We're Not Gonna Take It" on their Filthy 15 list, claiming violent lyrics. Violent? The song's about saying no, not starting a riot. Dee Snider testifies before the Senate on September 19th, alongside Frank Zappa and John Denver. Talk about an odd trio. Snider, in his denim and curls, schools them. There is absolutely no violence of any type either sung about or implied. He points out the United Way used it for a family communication program. Mic drop. The PMRC pushes for warning labels, but Twisted Sister emerges as free speech heroes. Funny aside, if Tipper headbanged to it once, maybe she'd realize it's less violent than her morning coffee spill. What if the hearing turned into a karaoke battle? Senators belting "We're Not Gonna Take It" while Zappa shreds guitar. Now that's a filibuster I'd watch. Culture-wise, the ripple effects are epic. The song becomes a protest staple. In 2018, teachers in Oklahoma and Arizona blast it during strikes for better pay. In 2022, Ukrainians adopt it against Russian invasion. Snider approves, noting his Ukrainian grandpa. Even Israeli soldiers use it post-2023 attacks, with Snider tweeting, "Payback's a mother effer." But politics? Oh boy. Paul Ryan uses it in 2012. Snider shuts it down, saying he supports Obama. Donald Trump blasts it in 2016, initially okayed by Snider, but later revoked over disagreements. And Australian politician Clive Palmer rewrites it as "Australia ain't gonna cop it" for his 2019 campaign, landing in court. Verdict. Palmer pays $1.5 million in damages. Ouch. Obscure trivia. In Spanish-speaking spots, fans chant "huevos con aceite y limón," eggs with oil and lemon, so Twisted Sister performs it that way live. There's even a Mexican butter commercial parody. Ripple? It flips authority on its head from boardrooms to battlefields. Satirical jab. If politicians keep stealing it, maybe Snider should run for office. D for Prez. We're not gonna fake it. Now, legacy and lasting weirdness, where this tune refuses to fade like bad dye job. Ranked number 81 on Rolling Stone's Greatest Metal Songs in 2023, it's reportedly the most licensed heavy metal track ever. Covers galore, Biff naked for wrestling entrances, Donut shitting German charts, even a polka parody by Weird Al movies. Iron Eagle, Ready Player One, the Emoji Movie. Yeah, even emojis won't take it. In 2016, Snider records an acoustic version in the Vegas desert for Chris Angel's Help charity against kid cancer, with bald patients head shaving in solidarity. Touching stuff. Weird trivia. After Japan's 2011 earthquake, Vegalta Sendai soccer fans chant the melody for morale. Twisted Sister shouts it out on their site. And that Animal House tie-in? The song ends with Niedermeyer's lines, "You're all worthless and weak, full circle." What if Twisted Sister never finished it? We'd have a world without this fist-pumping therapy. Instead, it's embedded in culture, from strikes to soundtracks. Legacy? It proves rebellion never ages. It's the eternal nope to nonsense. Pun time. Twisted Sister didn't just stay hungry, they fed the world a feast of defiance, one riff at a time. Whew, that was a wild ride through the twisted tales of We're Not Gonna Take It. If this got your blood pumping like a pre-show adrenaline rush, smash that like button, subscribe for more rock lore that'll make your inner rebel roar, and drop a comment. What's your not gonna take it moment? Share this with that friend who still rocks leg warmers. Until next time, remember, life's too short to take it. Oh yeah!